Oliver needs 8 for a title. Bang!
There's the emotion.
There it is.
Boom! Jordan Richard.
Champion again.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Evening, afternoon, and in some places, certainly the morning. It is time for the stepladder finals of the 2024 PWBA Cleveland Regional. My name is Emil Williams Jr., live from Yorktown Lanes in Parma Heights, Ohio. Big thanks to Damon Sirocco, our tournament director here this weekend. Thank you to the wonderful Cottrell family as well. They have been fantastic, as they always are, already on the schedule for 2025. Speaking of Yorktown Lanes, they will have the Classic Series in 2025, so something to keep an eye on and look out for. Already pencil that in on your schedules. We've got 4 very talented finalists here tonight, some of you who you've heard of, and maybe some you have not. In the opening match, we will have Summer Jasmine, the number 4 seed, the 36-year-old from Beckley, West Virginia. She's got a couple of regional wins. This is her 5th regional show, coming off a great season. Fantastic season overall, the national tour. She will take on Alyssa Pearson, the 32-year-old from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Her family has been involved in the sport for so long. Dad Eric handles lane maintenance on the Professional Bowlers Association tour. In fact, he and her mom, Denise, are in Portland, Maine right now, as that show should be off and running on FS1. Melissa Voitko is the number 2 seed, 36-year-old from Brunswick, Ohio. We will talk more about Melissa, of course, when we see her. And the number 1 seed is Sammy Knight, the 28-year-old from Muskegon, Michigan, now working at Brunswick. And, boy, Sammy led them all at plus 173. She had a very good look. We've got 2 lefties and 2 righties. We will begin in about 2 minutes. Quickly put, folks, how many people are watching? Just let me know if you don't mind and drop something in the chat. We got about 2 minutes before the first ball is thrown. That's just enough time to talk to you a little bit about Lane Talk. We appreciate Lane Talk, again, a proud USBC Gold partner and of the PWBA.
Some exciting news.
We now have a pro subscription
for bowlers who really want to take their game to the next level.
The biggest thing, you can tag and label each game.
Whenever you use a ball, whatever oil pattern that you're on,
You can now track the ball's performance and compare balls side by side.
it is incredibly powerful, and it is going to help you analyze your game.
Try Lane Talk Pro free for 1 month. Upgrade the app, and we'll see you on Lane Talk.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you to Lane Talk. Well, folks, if you joined me during qualifying, I told you that we had some giveaways to handle during the stepladder finals. There's only 3 matches, so we got to kind of give them away pretty quickly. Curtis, believe me, I won't have any spoilers for you because I won't know what's happening on the PVA League show. So I'll be watching it at a later point as well. But again, big thanks to Lane Talk. Valuable USBC Gold partner shop. Stop by lanetalk.com to find live scoring links and centers across the United States and all of the latest products to help you track your scores and improve your game. Again, that is Lane Talk. Now, folks, we got 3 bowling balls to give away. Might as well get the party started right now, right as we get you underway here. How about we give away a hammer bowling ball? There is a giveaway underway. It's giveaway time right off the bat. Hammer bowling ball. Make sure if you are watching in full screen to get out of full screen mode. So you can see the lower third prompts. Again, please get out of full screen mode so you can see the lower third prompts. It is giveaway time. You see the lower third prompt, 30 seconds until the first official giveaway does begin. It is indeed hammer time, Michael. Melanie McDaniel out there checking things out. Chelsea is watching on the drive home. Appreciate you, Chelsea. I thought you bowled well today. Also, I mentioned this on the air, but I thought you threw it really, really good. And as it ended up being just a few pins away from making some noise here in this final. All right, so we're about set for the opening match. It looks like Alyssa Pearson, who was the higher seed, has elected to start the match. First shot for Pearson. A little behind the head pin, 2-8. Submit that entry, folks. You got yourself an opportunity. Someone's going to win a hammer bowling ball. We'll also give away one from Motive and Brunswick. Jackie Kozier is watching on the way home. Make sure you keep Steve in line, Jackie. All right, good spare to start for Alyssa Pearson. And congratulations to Jeremiah. You, my friend, have got yourself a hammer bowling ball. Thanks to Hammer and all of our gold partners for their support and providing these wonderful giveaway items. First offering from Summer Jasmine. That's got a peel, and it does. And a good shot there, wrapped in for Summer Jasmine. Summer shot 278 in Game 7 to get to plus 84. That moved her into third place at that time. 171 in Game 8, and then she had to play the waiting game. And it was up to Latasha Cole, who needed 204 to move in front of Summer Jasmine. Had to strike on the first shot in the 10th. Came a little bit high, left the 6 pin. After knocking down that, or getting out of the 6-7-10 look. And she finished even that game, plus 55. Plus 52 she remained. Just 3 pins back of Summer Jasmine, and she settled into 5th place. 5 regional shows for Summer. Nearly made her first national stop, or tour show, excuse me. I was at the end of August, the Tour Championship week. Good shot there. Two really good pitches for Summer out the gates. And sometimes you just, things out the gates can be a bit tricky. As Summer's been in these situations a little bit before, of course, so she's got that experience under her belt. Pearson, her first stepladder in a PWBA situation. That's got to get up the hill. It does. It looks like a harsh reality. She said she threw a harsh reality a lot today. She also talked about resurfacing, certainly prior to warm up in the start of the championship or the stepladder finals. Again, this pattern volume was pretty high today. 42 feet in distance, but 29.25 mils. 2.76 to 1. There was some out-of-bounds zones, especially on the fresh. Took a little bit for many players to take advantage of any area that was created. Looking to be the first person to double. There it is. Nice shot by Alyssa Pearson. Bowled collegiately at Lindenwood University. Full disclosure, I did also attend Lindenwood University, so I will not be openly rooting for Alyssa Pearson. But I am happy that she did go to that school. Jasmine to match. And that thing was left the whole way. She knew it. Look at Summer from the side view. Is a good look at the trophy. Bouquet of flowers to the winner as well. All right, handles the spare with ease. And so far, nobody blinking really here through 3 frames. Early advantage, though, to Alyssa Pearson. And congrats to Jeremiah. Won the early giveaway, the first giveaway of our stepladder finals, courtesy of Hammer. We will have a Motive bowling ball on deck next. And then Brunswick will close us out in regards to giveaways prior to the championship match. It's got a push, too. Summer talked about her game plan this morning. We had a brief combo. This was after the 30-minute practice session. And she said her goal or game plan was going to be essentially right at the head pin for the first few games, and then, try to do summer things, as she said. And she was able to do and be Summer. Later in the block, she was able to get left. It was a big part of that 278 game. She's going to go straight at the 3-9. Boy, that's impressive. You probably couldn't pay me to go straight at a 2-8 or a 3-9. I'm going to miss it every single time. I might not get 0. Might touch the 3 or the 2 pin. But that's the difference between me and professionals. That is the real difference right there, folks. Great spare. But now Pearson get a chance to turn 2 into 3. Look out. Well, we saw a few of those, not necessarily from Alyssa Pearson. But there were a few channel dwellers. Talked about that out of bounds. It's prevalent, potent, if you will, on the fresh. So 1 in the channel for Alyssa Pearson on a double. Of course, count lost. A spare, though. She would still hold on to the lead. Much better shot. And all right, she'll have to take 9. And Summer has taken the lead here on the bench. Well, Pearson got to quickly regroup. Works as a social worker at a hospital. Made the 7-hour drive from Waukesha with her fiance, Jim. She talked about a little bit of a slow start, but her low game was 180. So she felt like she wasn't throwing it bad, but might make a few adjustments here on the fresh the second time around. That's got a chance. Great shot. Much better shot, certainly. Oh, you see the pin action there. Late love tap on the 7. So back to this strike by Alyssa Pearson, especially coming off the gutter. Just left of the second arrow, so about 11-ish at the arrows. 6, of course, beautifully into the 10. And a nice rebound shot by Pearson in the 5th frame. But it's Summer Jasmine who holds a 10-pin advantage. Winner to face Melissa Voitko, 36-year-old. Jasmine looking for a double. That is not going to peel, and that's in that that zone down lane where if you got it there, it was almost no chance. It was the no chance zone, if you will. Certainly a little bit of the different OB that we just talked about or saw Alyssa hit, but there is a place where you can't really get it to on this. Wash out attempt, hard way, maybe, no. And the first open frame of the 6-4 Summer Jasmine. This ball's already at the arrows on the replay. So watch down lane, right? She got it right by about 5 down lane, and no recovery from there. So Pearson, who threw a gutter in the 4th, rebounded nicely in the 5th, and now can reclaim the lead. Backs forward to lay off. That one sliced through the heart and leaves a 4-7. Again, hello to all of you who may be just joining us. Emil Williams Jr. here with you. It's the Step Ladder Finals 2024 PWBA Cleveland Regional. Yorktown Lanes the venue right here in Parma Heights, Ohio. Thanks to the Cottrell family, proud proprietors here at Yorktown Lanes. Damon Sirocco, our tournament director. All right, so Pearson handles. $87 players here today for the Cleveland Regional. I don't have all of the entry counts for the season, but I think 87 might be the high of the season so far. Great turnout. Several local players, of course. It's exactly what you would expect and want from a regional tournament. Pin drop quiet here at Yorktown. Hook. Oh my. And same, very similar situation we just saw Summer have to deal with. And now Alyssa dealing with that same situation. Again, the down lane, in this case, the way it's been for players throughout the day, that kind of that down lane disaster where if you get it right too quickly, you're in trouble. Good job by Pearson taking the count. That's all you can do in that situation. Took home the Badger Queens this year, did Alyssa Pearson. That win also earned her a paid spot into, along with a few expenses, to the 2025 USBC Queens. So we will see Alyssa at least at one event, and maybe more, she told me, in 2025. Out of Summer. 7th frame. Okay. Yep, that one looked pretty darn good. Best shot of the match there for Summer Jasmine. So far in the match, that slow moving, not a ton of doubles. When you need one, she throws her best one in the 7th frame. Split the 8-9 beautifully. Live action. Can she turn it? It's a 2-4 pin. Summer finished 6th at the PWBA Pepsi Open as part of the Tour Championship Week at Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan to close out the national season. 14th at the Tour Championship. A great week for Summer. George just missed making her first national telecast. But she's plenty experienced, certainly at this regional level in regards to stepladder finals from Beckley, West Virginia. No shutout situation here for Pearson. Can shoot 204, but of course Summer, who is going to finish first, can shoot 206. So no matter what happens, Pearson can simply apply pressure here in these next 2 frames. Could be good, and it is. Great shot from Pearson. Using that slower ball speed to her advantage, just allowing it to make the corner. That was the same lane she had thrown a gutter on a couple of frames ago. Excellent shot. Big double opportunity here. Just to apply pressure. That's got a hook. Leave something makeable. 1-2-8. But with that non-strike, though, in the 9th. Now Summer doesn't have to go kind of strike in the 9th, double in the 10th just to get to 2-0. She's pacing in the 180s, and that could be all she needs. All right, that one was a little close. Everyone was looking like, maybe. We think she's got it. The best Alyssa can do is 184. If Summer were to go strike, spare, strike, that would get her to 186, or in this case, strike, spare, or 9 spare strike. Should be okay. I don't know if she liked that one. Yep, I wasn't quite sure. It did not seem like she liked it. And this match really is kind of come down to the players' mistakes have been Mrs. Right, and they have paid maximum penalty for them. One, 2, 6, 10, coming at you. Summer takes one, and all of a sudden life and plenty of it for Alyssa Pearson. This has now gone from Summer Jasmine trying to just close it out by staying clean, to now she needs all three in the 10th to force Pearson a double and get a good count. If Summer strikes out, it'd be double and 6 for Pearson to win. Again, this is match 1. Got a hook. No, 6-pin. A little lazy, but just lazy enough to not miss all the chores. Handles the 10-pin well. Take a look at that replay. I thought that was kind of going to peel off the spot. It kind of was gradual on its movement. Big shot here to force Pearson to double. Bang. That was the one there. Most much like Neo. Six here will give Summer 175. I'm just thinking about what Pearson, if she were to go strike, of course, any kind of spare at that point, would be only 174. She will get 8. 177. We will have our next bowling ball giveaway coming up after the at the conclusion of this match. But here it is, folks. Alyssa Pearson needs 2 strikes in the 10th frame. Two strikes and 4 pins to advance to the semifinals and face Melissa Voitko. Gotta peel. And that's not going to do it. Maybe roll. Nope. And there's the rack. And Summer Jasmine will survive and advance again. It's almost like Summer's playing in the Women's March Madness basketball tournament. Missed 10-pin. But the match was over. Summer Jasmine defeats Alyssa Pearson 177 to 162.
Alyssa Pearson will finish in 4th place. Great tournament today. Summer Jasmine has advanced out of the first match in our stepladder finals. We'll have a small break here. We'll bring in our remaining 2 competitors.
For her efforts, Alyssa Pearson will earn $600. For her 4th place finish, again, the winner today will receive $2,100. Second, $1,100. Third, $800. And, of course, fourth, $600. Summer is moving on to the semifinals. Again, she had to wait to see if Latasha Cole was going to strike on the first shot in the 10th to take the spot. Cole, fortunately, did not. Summer survived and advanced there. Then this is almost like round 2 for Summer. Alyssa Pearson needs a double, and 4 doesn't get it. Summer survives and advances once more and again. Now she will face, again, Melissa Voitko, the first of 2 lefties we will see here in the stepladder finals. Who is ready for the second bowling ball giveaway? If you are ready, just let me know in the chat. Raise your hand. Say yeah. This was Steve Harvey. Everybody say yeah if you're ready for the next giveaway, bowling ball giveaway here on Bowl TV. We will give away that bowling ball right after a word from another proud gold partner. Big thanks to our good friends at Kegel. Or maybe we'll hear from Kegel, because that file is not working properly. We love it when that happens. Okay, Kegel. Thank you to Kegel. Again, Kegel, proud gold partner here of the USBC and the PWBA Tour. Make sure you check out Kegel. All right, looks like we're ready. And on the other side, here we'll tell you more about Melissa. But first, again, a Motive bowling ball. All right, the next giveaway now is officially underway, courtesy of Motive. Thank you, Motive. Another bowling ball to win. Melissa Voitko, the first of, again, 2 lefties who we will see for the rest of the stepladder finals. The number 1 seed, of course, Samantha Knight or Sammy Knight. But first, it's Melissa from Brunswick, Ohio. Originally from kind of just down the road in Parma, Ohio. We are currently in Parma Heights. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching in full screen, please exit full screen. Again, if you are watching in full screen, please exit full screen mode. That way you can see all of the lower third prompts. Once the first prompt is complete, you'll see an opportunity to tell you to just simply click submit entry. That is all you have to do to be eligible. Click submit entry.
We're getting ready here for our semifinal match. Melissa has elected to have Summer Jasmine begin the match. She'll begin on the left lane. How about a round of applause for these 2 competitors?
Melissa will begin the match.
To our title match. Good luck, ladies.
I'm sorry, she has elected to have Summer start the match. I beg your pardon. Rod, yeah, that Sub-Zero floors did look pretty good. We'll know a winner here in just a sec. Summer Jasmine, a Motive staffer. Starts with a 10-pin, and Martha now with a new proud owner of a Motive bowling ball. Congrats, Martha. For Jeremiah and Martha. Good spirit to open up things for Summer Jasmine. For Martha and Jeremiah won the Hammer bowling ball to open up our stepladder finals. Again, you should anticipate an email from the Bowl TV marketing staff. Make sure you are paying attention to your email. And we'll send you all the details and everything you need to claim your prize. First shot for Melissa. All right, that one behind the head pin. First look at the southpaw, of course. We will have 2. The old 3-5 to start. That's a tough spare. Certainly makeable, obviously, but tough just because there are a couple ways to chop it and miss it. And there's a little bit of space between those two pins as well. Got a hook. Now it got there. Nice spare for Voitko. Again, from now living in Brunswick, Ohio, but originally from Parma. 36 years of age. Technical sales support trainer at Universal Windows Direct. Trains outside sales reps on technology used to handle business. Recently won the Ohio State Queens and the HDP Queens as well. Said she's been bowling pretty well, even though she actually hasn't been competing a ton here this year. Second frame. 7-pin. That's the kind of life I want to live with my bowling life. And for me, if I take a break, it's just not going to be good. But I want to be like Melissa, where if I don't bowl a ton, I would win more tournaments. All right, 7-pin up and 7-pin down for Melissa. Now back to Jasmine. Summer 177-162 victory in match 2. Or match 1, I beg your pardon, to open up our step ladder. This is match 2. That's a good break there. I don't think Summer quite stuck the landing the way she would have liked. Nevertheless, that's a strike on the board. First one between these two competitors here in the semifinal match. Right here on Bowl TV. Of course, the next regional on the schedule on the PWBA Tour next month, October 26th in northern Colorado, Highland Park Lanes in Greeley. Back-to-back years, PWBA has had a regional there. And that one kind of duck hooks at the end of the pattern. Maybe a touch slow. You know, a lot of times we see players who bowl in the opening match obviously kind of have an understanding of how the lanes are playing, what's happening. Start to settle in a little bit. To anticipate maybe Summer getting into that groove. And now she doesn't have another righty to kind of worry about. Oh, hard way. And the chop. Look at Voitko and 40 lanes of fun here at Yorktown Lanes. Look at those blue gutters, just beautiful. And a 7-pin when the 10 was nearly invited to that party as well. It's interesting how the championship pair in this stepladder finals are starting to play. And for a few players, and even Alyssa Pearson talked about this, where she got off to a slower start during the fresh as well. Speaking of slow starts, good spare again for Melissa. I got to give a shout out to Sarah Foley, who essentially had the definition of a slow start. I'll tell you more about it after this shot. Ball change there. Right move. Didn't wait and take up a lot of time to make a change there. Needed something to kind of get up the hill, get going quickly, and Summer's actually going to do the same thing. She, too, is going to make a ball change, it looks like. We'll have a dead wood clear here. That'll give us a chance to talk about this replay, as this one got firmly up the hill for Melissa Voitko. You'll see the move this one's going to make. I think the light mixer pin carry was a bit better. Certainly not the last time we were here, I would say, but just in general. Sometimes you go to a center and the light mixer will carry well, and sometimes it doesn't. And I thought I can't speak for every player, but just from what I saw today, I saw more light mixer hits carry than not, I felt today. Now, in regards to the slow start I was talking about, I got to give a shout out to Sarah Foley, who finished 18th. She shot .496 for the first 3 games. .496. Summer on the ball change, gets a good break. To finish up the story on Sarah Foley, .496. Then she shot .737. Yes, like an airplane. .737 for the next 3. Got herself back into, certainly not only into the cash number, which we paid 29 players here today, but that she had an outside chance in making it. Now, she would have needed to continue that success, but just to even get yourself back in the mix was fantastic. So kudos to Sarah Foley. Well, she gave that one some room. So we're trying to figure some things out, obviously. And it looks more like some things from the physical perspective. Clean release, just trying to get it off her hand in the right spot where she should be or where she needs to be. Other finishers here. I mentioned Latasha Cole just missing a stepladder final. She finished 5th at +52. Hope to see more of Latasha in the future. Chelsea Klingler was 6th at +46. She just missed it by 9. Courtney Burris, who shot .256 to open up competition this morning. She finished 7th at +44. All right, Summer will handle. Denny Waller, good to see her. My South suburban Chicago friend, now living in Michigan, in the Detroit area. Went +39. Had a couple of tough games late. Gave herself a chance to make the show. Rachel Stout finished 9th. Brianna Andrew, always wonderful left-hander, finished 10th. Voitko. That is the one place they're not hooking from. 1-3-6. Not a hook. And she'll handle. This one not. There are some similarities, I think, as far as certainly score, close, 10-pin match at the moment. In comparison to our opening match, Alyssa Pearson versus Summer Jasmine. Again, Summer got the win, 177-162. The pattern did prove to be a little bit difficult. Yeah, I think another rerun, obviously, on the stepladder finals pair. Lanes, I think, playing a little bit tighter than they were earlier. That's got a chance. Oh, wow. Well, I don't know what pin hit what. That was interesting. Take a look at that one after Our shot here from Summer. Voitko holding on to a 10-pin lead. That's got to hook a ton. Wow. Boy, Summer's got perhaps more room, certainly with his bowling ball, and I still don't think she feels like she's throwing as good as she can. Here's that shot from Voitko, though. Watch the pin carry. I thought that was probably the best shot since she's made that ball change. And you can see the giddy up at that OG Venom Shock ass. Looks like she might have a little bit of surface on it. Excuse me, and that is now 2 3 6 10 misses on the same lane for Summer. And now Voitko can maybe get that swing a little bit loose. Yep, absolutely. When you see your opponent give you another opening, that should help get that swing a little bit looser. And she throws a fantastic shot. Her carry is has certainly improved since making the ball change. That one was a bit more direct. And the 4 into the 7. And just like that. 8th frame, looking for 3 in a row. Got a push. And a 2-8. Again from Brunswick, Ohio. I apologize, folks, too. If you hear me take a breath, or you hear silence and I hit the mute button, I've been trying to get over this. I'm on the last stages of getting rid of a cold that we believe our children gave us when they went back to school. So if you hear me with an occasional very soft cough, I do apologize. That's got a hook. Oh, wow. Interesting, right? Early we talked about Summer shooting a 3-9. She went straight at it. Now, of course, Melissa did what a lot of us would do and try to hook at the 2-8. And that bowling ball just got enough of the A-pin. Summer's got a lot of work to do, but it starts like that with a great shot. Trying to apply as much pressure as she can. She can still shoot 206, but Voitko in firm control here. Never know how things can get interesting, but it's up to Summer here, 9th frame. Watch this shot from Voitko. I was talking about, right? Ball certainly behind the 2 and just barely clips the A-pin. Gotta have it, Summer. Oh, wow. And through the face. This left lane, again, when I felt like she's thrown it good, she's seen the most down lane motion or continuous motion and just diving through the head pin. and now certainly has to make it to still have any kind of hope. And even then, it's tough sailing here. All right, Summer gets the count. Best she can do now is 172. And Voitko, as opposed to maybe having to perform in the 10th frame. Now, good shot, keep it on the lane, but she is going to be advancing in all lefty final. And there it is. Melissa Voitko, who bowled some events back in the 2017, 2018 years. I thought at one point maybe she might bowl closer to full time. Some great success at the Women's Championship during those years as well, the USBC Women's Championships. We'll take a look at what I believe is a Hustle PBR. There's a couple of bowling balls she's been throwing today. As this one is mathematically over, of course. So for Melissa, I'm sure her husband Tim and her 11-year-old daughter Kara probably are watching. If they're not watching, Kara might still be playing soccer. I learned all about soccer events and tournaments that Kara is participating in these days through my brief chat with Melissa pregame. Another ball change here on the field. And boy, she managed to remain clean, which was really impressive. Which ball is she going to throw? That's the question.
Bowling fans, congratulations to Melissa. She will advance to our title match. How about a round of applause for Summer Jasmine here? Great bowling today, Summer. Third place finish. She'll finish up her game right here real quick. So congratulations to Summer. Great tournament. And we have just one more game to go to crown our Cleveland Regional Champion.
205 for Voitko. She will face Samantha Knight, our #1 seed, the 28-year-old, excuse me, now living in Muskegon, Michigan. Between the two players that will be in our championship match, 15 of their 16 games were over 200. And Samantha Knight's low game was the final game. She shot 194. Plus 173 to lead all qualifiers today. Speaking of Sammy Knight, Melissa Voitko, plus 148. Those were the only two players to go plus 100 or better today. 205 to 162 officially. Summer will take third. And she will take home an $800 prize check. All right, folks, your championship match is on the way. But first, make sure we don't have any more bills to pay, of which we don't. So we've got one more bowling ball giveaway, of course. And it's almost as if we planned it. It is courtesy of Brunswick. Sammy Knight, a Brunswick staffer. She's also a Brunswick employee. We'll talk more about that as the match continues to roll on. But who's ready for the final bowling ball giveaway? If you are, you know what to do. Let me know in the chat. I see a few people letting me know that they're about ready. I did just drop the qualifying scores from today so you can get the full understanding of how things went down and just how close a good portion of today's events were. Lefty versus lefty. As we watch practice shots here from Samantha Knight. Again, the Brunswick bowling ball now. Here we go. Giveaway is on their way. Again, get out of full screen mode. See the lower third prompts. So for Sammy Knight, I talked to her a little bit before, of course. She had no expectations. In fact, interestingly enough, both of these players who are competing for this title had zero expectations for varying reasons. For Melissa, she talked about just not being in the bowling center. Does not enjoy missing her daughter's soccer events. And so she just simply hasn't been in the bowling center a lot. And for Sammy Knight, she said, the national tour kind of got her burned out. Make sure you click submit entry. Submit entry, folks. Again, for Sammy, the national tour did burn her out a little bit. There were a lot of, as she said, the highs were high and the lows were low, and not a lot of in between. And so she wasn't bowling. So she came in with no expectations, which helped her certainly from the mental aspects of things. Kind of stuck to a game plan. Understood kind of what ball she wanted to throw. And this is where she is, the #1 seed here in Cleveland. Well, congratulations to Jackie Kozier. Well, look at Jackie. She's won twice today. And for a few games, actually. Late, especially late in the block, Jackie was in the mix to be on this show as well. But Jackie, who did finish 16th, got a chance to compete, earn a check, and now just won a Brunswick bowling ball. So congrats, Jackie. Make sure you always one-up Steve on that one. Let him know that you won a bowling ball on Bowl TV. Now, I don't know if Steve has or hasn't, but even if he has, you just one-up him. I think, for the most part, right, the first couple shots will be interesting, certainly for Sammy Knight, but also for Melissa, because I'm not completely sure Melissa knows which ball she's going to throw or what looks best. We saw her throw the hustle PBR late once the match was over. I couldn't tell what she threw on the fill, but she did tell me she used a DNA on the fresh. I don't know if it was a DNA or a DNA coil. And she also used a phase 2, which what looked like on the field, that looked closer to a phase 2. And then for Samantha Knight, who used urethane, she said, for about the first 5 games or so, and then got into reactive, she used a Black Widow urethane. And then when she had to get into reactive, she went to a Stealth. And also through a Teal Rhino Pro. And I saw that specifically on Phil shots to see what she had. I can't imagine she will not start with urethane simply because of the way she began the day on the fresh. She went 246, 212, 218, 206. And then she came down here, I believe it was 21 to 22, ended up shooting 258. So she has had success actually on this pair of lanes. Thank you, Linda. It was great to see you too.
This is it, our championship match.
And as Damon
Samantha
Sirocco
Knight
says, this
versus
is it.
Melissa Voitko. How about a round of applause for these two ladies here? Top prize $2,100 and the title of Cleveland Regional Champion. Ladies, good luck.
All right, Sammy Knight, the top seed. Looks like she is elected to have Melissa Voitko begin the match. So Voitko will start. Great shot. And Voitko stays with the bowling ball that she switched to in the semifinal match. Sorry about that. It's almost like I'm a rookie here, folks. It is the one remix for Melissa Voitko. That's the ball she switched to in the semifinals, and that's the one that gets her off to a good start here. First shot for Samantha Knight. Bang. Well, welcome to the stepladder finals, Sammy Knight. Looking like an experienced veteran with that first shot out the gates. That was pretty impressive. So now, interestingly enough here, and I can say this because I've got my eyes are looking directly at it. It looks like Knight is going to use reactive on the left lane. This is a stealth coming up. Oh, and an early double. So urethane on the right, reactive on the left. And of course, with two lefties, and obviously with Voitko having a full match. And of course, that does include the practice shots that they had both prior to the start of the stepladder finals and of course in between the matches. So Voitko in the one remix, urethane and reactive, the combination for Sammy Knight. That is right, and the Greek church is what's on the lane. There will be a poll coming up in just a little bit, folks. See to hit your screen who you got. I'll give it a run. She gets one. Who you got, folks? Sammy Knight, Melissa Voitko, got about 30 seconds. That shot on the left lane was pretty good. Well, the way Sammy Knight has thrown the bowling ball today, that Greek church might be all she needs. That might end up being the difference. Her mom has been here throughout. They drove up together, got here late last, or not late last night, but yesterday, stayed the night. She's the after-market coordinator. Does a lot of R&D and marketing work with Brunswick. Speaking of Sammy Knight. That was a double dribble at the foul line and gets out of trouble there. Knight taking her time. Good spare. Last year she was a rookie on tour. And her sophomore season, again, as she described, a lot of burnout. A lot of highs. Highs were highs, the lows were lows. I believe she cashed for the first time this season as well. And now she's got a chance to become a professional champion here in just a few minutes. Look at the poll results. 82% of you said Sammy Knight was going to defeat Melissa Voitko. We'll see how that plays out. Fourth frame. Bang. S. Knight, whose, I believe, childhood nickname by mom is Slammer, as she told me last year. Voitko makes a ball change, and man, you talking about evening things out. Wow. That one remix, maybe it's a touch too clean, perhaps. That looked like a phase 2. One of the best solids you can have in a bag. And that shot was phenomenal. You'll see the quick end of it here. Watch it. Watch how it goes through the pins. I mean, just bulldozes its way. What a shot. Needed it too. Big double. How about that? I like Melissa's conviction on ball changes. Not wasting any time. You know, sometimes as players we can get a little, should I do it? Should I ball change? Should I not? And when she's made ball changes, she's gotten right to the point. This time understanding A, what Sammy Knight's doing, and B, what her own ball reaction is doing. She wastes no more time. Big double. Wide angle look at Sammy Knight. Again, the winner not only gets a title, but of course a spot in the regional showdown. Better shot on the right lane, and gets out of trouble. You see that urethane starting to pick up very early for Knight, specifically, of course, on the right lane. She's only been throwing it on the right lane. Single pin handle. Again, spot in the regional showdown, which is in December, 5th through the 7th. In the Orlando area, Winter Park, Florida, at Aloma Bowl. And if you win the regional showdown, you get your entries paid for a national touring season in 2025. You also get yourself a guaranteed paycheck if you earn a spot in the regional showdown as well by winning. And now a 6-pin here for Samantha Knight. And after the great start, double. Didn't like the shot. Kind of double dribbled on the right lane. Took care of the 6-10. Strike. Just saw her take care of her 6-pin. She'll have to do the same thing. But Voitko's ball reaction in that phase 2 was undeniable. Nice piece of spare shooting here for Knight, but this looks like that moment for Voitko here. Big opportunity in frames 6 and 7. Bang, wow. I tell you, if you got undeniable ball reaction, you got yourself something to cook with. That fire is hot. That grease, that oil is ready. And Voitko has found the magic. A huge 3-bagger. And a lead. Maybe a touch right. Oh, and she gets the break on the other side. She did say, certainly if she wins, she will certainly be bowling the regional showdown. Again, guaranteed prize check. If you win the showdown, you get your entry fees paid for at the national level in 2025. But you got to get there first. And now, perhaps really maybe for the first time today, Sammy Knight with a little bit of adversity here. She got to stick to the process. Again, talked about the no expectation portion of things. Her picture never got confusing, as she told me. She did not bowl this morning's practice session. She just watched and formulated a game plan based on that. Much better on the right lane. Ooh, that was a great shot. Really good shot there. And all of a sudden, it's been single pin, single pin, single pin. But the last couple weren't certainly as good as that one. Quick replay on the Voitko shot on the right lane in particular. Oh, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. But you got the picture. We might do that again. All right, spare made. One more for Voitko. How about this one? Closer. All of a sudden, we've got 3 frames left in this one. And the momentum has clearly shifted. And it's solely based on ball reaction. We were pitching a shutout, folks, until that replay mishap right there. And when you work this job, you just try to have a perfect scorecard the whole time. Like Samantha Knight. Oh, no. She was not expecting that, and I think I was going to say, I think she may have thrown urethane there on the left lane, but let me double check. It did look like it was still the stealth. See if she might be able to give this one a run. Oh, it did bounce back up on the deck. First open, it comes in the 8th frame. And now Voitko, as her momentum grows. Got a break in the 7th. No break needed in the 8th. Melissa Voitko, boy, the look on the face starts to change. The full athlete and competitor starting to come out of Voitko as she is sensing the moment. I'm sure thinking about daughter Kara. She talked about Kara almost not bowling this tournament because she didn't want to miss her daughter's soccer tournament. But her daughter said, "Mom, this is your dream. You should go bowl." Well, Kara, here she is. Here is Mom bowling for a spot in the regional showdown. Ninth frame. Maybe a little amped. Got to get that heart rate down, of course. Crossing over. Max score for Samantha Knight, 213. This fair, not a gimme. Voitko takes out the plastic, goes up the boards and direct. So at the moment, Voitko, of course, cannot be shut out. But Samantha Knight, essentially at this point, has to strike in the 9th. And realistically would love all 3 in the 10th, but strike in the 9th, 2 strikes, and then 6 in the 10th would get her to 209. 9 out for Voitko in the 10th frame would be 208 if you're looking at targets. But simply put, Knight has to strike here. She makes a blind ball change. And wow, how about that? You talking about having the fortitude to make a ball change in the 9th frame on a lane that's certainly been iffy for you. And she sat right there, was standing there, I should say. And you can see it kind of playing. And she gave kind of a nod to herself like, comes back, goes to the bag, and throws perhaps maybe the best shot of the match. And now she needs 2 more at least just like it to apply pressure and force Voitko to at least mark. Needs 2 more in the 10th to force Voitko to mark. Tenth frame. There it is. Knight again. I don't know which ball that is. If I had to guess, the last ball I saw her throw during practice was a Brunswick Vaporize. I asked her, was it the Hype or the Stealth, because the labels look similar. I still can't say for certain, but whatever it is, it's resulted in 2 clutch shots for Samantha Knight. Here's a look at one. I mean, how money was that? This one forces a mark from Melissa. Another one. Sammy Knight. Slammer. Stepping up in the 10th frame. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Knocking him out of the park. That is growth, folks. You're watching a player who has taken the lumps on tour and is applying everything she's learned through 2 seasons now, and you're watching in this 10th frame. To make a ball change like that, to be confident in that ball change and throw it like she's thrown every other shot in the world is impressive. That is one of the better 9th and 10th frames I have seen in a long time. Will it be enough, however? And now it's Voitko. Melissa. Simply put, a mark. And she is the Cleveland Regional Champion. She's moving on to the Regional Showdown. Here it is, phase 2. Bang! Melissa Voitko just pins away from becoming a regional champion. Boy, Samantha Knight, you talk about, kind of setting the tone and kind of one-upping you, if you will. Well, Voitko just did that. Stay behind the foul line. 4 pins and 2 shots. It's going to be on the lane, and that is plenty. Not her best, but it's okay. Melissa Voitko. And Kara, if you're watching, your mom earned it this weekend. Got to tip my hat to Sammy Knight with a 28-year-old, but she showed me something here in this 9th and 10th frame. If I never see Samantha Knight throw another shot, I will always remember the 9th and 10th of this day here at Yorktown Lanes. But the first time I saw Melissa Voitko back in 2017 and 2018, we chatted. She got an interview for her performance in the Women's Championships.
Congratulations to
what a
Melissa
moment.
Voitko.
229 to 213.
Regional champion Melissa Voitko. How about a round of applause also finishing in 2nd place, Samantha Knight. Congratulations, Samantha. Great one today. 2nd place finish. In just a moment, we'll do a quick trophy presentation here. All right, bowling fans, here to present our trophy. We can have Melissa step out on the championship pair here. Our proprietor
Championship
here,
pair.
Jeremy Cottrell, he has some
Jeremy
crystal
Cottrell.
and also some flowers. One more time, your 2024 PWBA Regional Champion, Melissa Voitko. Congratulations,
Melissa Voitko, ladies and gentlemen.
Great bowling today.
Earned it. From just nearby originally. Hometown originally. From Parma, Ohio, which is literally just down the street.
I got her card this morning on the way here. Oh. I'll leave this with it in my office.
More photos. We'll have Melissa here in the booth in just 1 second.
Emil needs her yet. Where'd he go?
No, he was right there.
All right, folks, we will have Melissa here in a moment. What a moment.
You need her down there? I'll reach your couch. I'll bring her up.
That was about as good of a 9th and 10th frame as you will ever see, I think. Yeah, and that's what you live for as an athlete. That is what you live for. And the opportunity to perform in the 10th, Sammy Knight did exactly what you would want to do. She had to do it to force Melissa in the situation where a mark was necessary. And Knight throws 4 of the best shots she's thrown all day, I'm sure. And a ball change, a blind ball change at that. But you only get 10 frames. And if you're lucky, 12 shots. All right, just waiting for Melissa. She is on her way. We'll have one more photo. Got Dave Schroeder in the building. Both he and our tournament director, Damon Sirocco, first of all, they go way back, like PBA days, et cetera, and so forth. And now, of course, they both work in varying roles, PWBA, USPC, et cetera. They're both from Akron, Ohio. It's about 45 minutes or so from where we are here. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a wide angle.
And again, Melissa, when you're done here, we'll be down there in the tournament office.
Okay.
All yours, Emil.
So Melissa will join us. This is, let's get the headset. We don't want to drop that. Don't want to drop the trophy. There we go. Okay, folks, so we're going to look at this camera right there. It's going to be wide angle, but here we are. There we are on the screen. There's a trophy. There's a bouquet. And here's a champion, Melissa Voitko. First of all, congratulations. Who's this gentleman in the black shirt?
This is my husband, Tim.
All right, so we got to tell Tim not to get in our camera shot. We don't have to tell him right now. So, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
When we talked prior to the start of the stepladder finals, you said you almost didn't bowl this weekend.
That is correct.
Because you didn't want to miss your daughter's soccer tournament. And I was talking to Kara. I don't know if she was watching, but I was talking to her. I was talking to her, assuming she's watching, because I know she would be proud of you. What does it mean to come in here, understanding what you had to miss, but you made it worth everyone's while by performing in the 10th frame? What does this win mean to you?
I mean, it's pretty surreal. This has been a heck of a bowling season for me. But I actually had my daughter right before the tour started back up. And so it was always a dream of mine to be able to compete. So I try to do the stuff that's close to Cleveland. But with Kara's schedule, she's on 2 soccer teams and life is crazy. And so, but I did have that conversation with her because I told her I signed up for this, but I didn't want to miss her play. And she told me that she knows how much bowling means to me. She knows it's been a huge dream of mine to bowl on tour. And she said, it's okay that you miss. I want you to go follow your dreams. So that's why I'm here today. And now I get to share that with her. And it's crazy.
I kind of told the story a little bit where, we met 2017, 2018, had a great performance at the Women's Championships. And then you had bowled a few events on tour. And as you just said, a lot of years have passed. You haven't been bowling a lot. Obviously, being a parent is a 24/7, 365 job. So when you just think about not bowling, and I don't know if you're someone that feels like they'd have to practice to be sharp, but I got to tell you, your performance was impressive, all things considered.
Thank you. I have not bowled in probably 5 weeks.
That's a long time.
So I was going to practice earlier this week. I couldn't find the time. And like honestly, I think this season I've probably bowled the least amount. I do very much encourage practicing, especially your spares, especially on patterns like this. So I went in today with an open mind, thankful to be able to compete. It was very surreal because I remember when I was, kind of a young gun starting to bowl stuff. And then I actually had a couple of girls on my pair today that were 15 and 17. So to be in that part of things, I mean, it's really cool. And I hope they had a really good experience and that they come back and bowl more stuff.
The stepladder finals in general, especially this title match, but really both of your matches, you kind of go through multiple ball changes, and I was impressed with the conviction to be able to kind of sense and see what you weren't getting, right, and then make a ball change. So ultimately, what was the difference from making the change in the semifinal match to the one, and then in the title match, of course, moving to the phase two, which looked like the kind of the undeniable ball reaction?
Sure. So it actually kind of it brought me back to qualifying because our skips are crazy and we follow different people. And so there was one pair that I ended up following another lefty throwing urethane. And when I ended up bowling that game, I ended up throwing the phase two. It just gave me the most consistent roll. So when I saw her throwing urethane on 22, and then like my one shot jumped, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with the phase two. It's, I trust it. It's going to give me a good read. And sure enough, it did.
All right, so you've got a spot in the regional showdown.
I do.
And as we talked earlier, you said if you won, you're definitely bowling.
Well, I'm going.
Now you're going. And so if you win the regional showdown, that also comes with expenses paid, entry fee-wise, I should say, entry fees paid for national touring events in 2025. So a lot of opportunity in the regional showdown, but what are you looking forward to now that you've got that opportunity?
It's always been a dream of mine to bowl tour at least for one season. Like I said, I had my daughter, I think, the year before the tour started back up, and I never really had the opportunity to put myself out there. And so if the opportunity arises and God feels like that's my path, then I will definitely be bowling the tour next year if that happens.
Can you do me one favor? Can you just go ahead and grab that trophy? And because we just want to make sure it's seen, of course, on camera.
Yes.
Melissa Voitko, congratulations. There's some folks, Sandra, in the chat saying, way to represent Cleveland.
Thank you.
And I think you did that very well.
Thank you.
I'm sure you got a little bit of media to do. I know Dave wants to talk to you, so I'll let you do that because that's what champions now have to do. They have to do media. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone watching at home.
We'll see you in the regional showdown.
Thank you.
That is Melissa Voitko, the Cleveland regional champion, folks. We'll take it to the lanes one more time. We'll allow Melissa to exit and get all the rest of the pictures that she's got to take with her family and friends here. Boy, what a moment, what an opportunity. And talking about cashing in. Great job by Melissa Voitko. And folks, I mean, that's about as well as you can do it right there. Appreciate everybody tuning in. What a fun day. I love the regional tour, certainly for moments like this. As you get up-and-coming players or players who are kind of maybe sometimes on the fence, sometimes don't have a lot of time to go out and compete, practice. There's a regional in one's backyard. They come out, compete, and see what happens. And now Melissa Voitko, who I think understood that she can compete at this level, but certainly had been able to do it on a regular basis. And now she's got a spot in the regional showdown. Thank you to everyone for joining us today here on Bowl TV. Fun day. Want to thank the Cottrell family, of course. Yorktown Lanes, folks, truly is one of the best venues ever. And if you ever have a chance to come out and support, please do it. Please bowl. We appreciate it. In fact, I think we got some open play bowlers about to go get it in right now. I'm going to go tear it down. Want to thank Damon Sirocco. Appreciate Damon. Want to thank, I should say congratulations to, I believe it was Jeremiah, Martha, and Jackie Kozier. All three of those individuals won a bowling ball during the stepladder finals. Jeremiah courtesy of Hammer, Martha courtesy of Motive, and Jackie courtesy of Brunswick. Congratulations again, and the tip to the hat, of course, to the runner-up finisher today, Sammy Knight. Bowled incredible. She was the #1 seed. She falls a little bit short, but she was fantastic. And, of course, the moment, though, belongs to Melissa Voitko. She is a champion here in the PWBA Regional here in Cleveland. I'd like to thank the Bowling Proprietors Association of America and the BPAA Board, the United States Bowling Congress, and the USBC Board. Of course, the Professional Women's Bowling Association, Kegel, the official lane maintenance provider of the PWBA and the USBC, the wonderful athletes of the PWBA. Congrats to all of our finalists today, Summer Jasmine, Alyssa Pearson, Sammy Knight, and, of course, our champion who took home $2,100 for her efforts, Melissa Voitko. And certainly you, the Bowl TV community. Thank you so much, the best fans in all of bowling. The next regional is October 26th. There's the champion getting in the way of the camera again. I told Melissa to tell her husband that she was in the camera, and she goes right there. But it's the champion, so we'll allow the champion to do what she's got to do. All right, so for the final time, we say so long for now. Again, the next PWBA Regional will be coming up October 26th, the Northern Colorado Regional in Greeley, Colorado at Highland Park Lanes. We also got PBA and PBA 50 RPI Regionals coming up as well. So still lots of bowling left to go in the next coming months here on Bowl TV. So for all involved, for Damon Sirocco, Dave Schroeder, the Cottrell family, and everyone here at Yorktown Lanes, my name is Emil Williams Jr. We say so long for now. This has been a presentation of the PWBA Greater Cleveland Open, or Regional, excuse me. You watched it live and only on Bowl TV. And remember, bowling lives here. Tim just wants to be on camera. Tim wants to be on camera. This guy wants to be on camera. He likes being on camera. All right, folks. We'll see you later. Good night.